I do want to bring something up, though.
Quiero ser el amor de tu alma, el calor de tu cama y sentir
One of you guys is off.
tus caricias. Welcome back to another episode of Porque, because.
I don't think any ladies are watching that shit.
Shout out to Alexis. She told me, send me a shout out.
Oh.
That was for you, baby.
You know what? I was actually waiting for that because I thought you were going to forget.
What's up here now? You think I'm gonna forget that?
That's the last thing you're gonna forget.
Last thing I'm gonna forget.
Well, speaking about ladies, you know who unsubscribed?
Who unsubscribe?
Yeah.
Who?
La amigo de la mamá. La mamá del amigo.
The mamá de mi amigo?
My
Yeah.
mom subscribed?
She unsubscribed.
Ooh, I'm gonna bring that up.
Why?
I don't know.
She didn't like our content no more.
Damn, like that?
Yeah.
Like that.
It's not for everybody.
She's not watching our shit no more.
In that case, it was my mom the whole time.
Ow.
My bad.
He does that a lot. Wait, she really unsubscribed?
Yeah, she did.
How do you know?
Because she told me.
Well, you can see.
She told you?
Ever since what happened, she's fucking...
What happened?
About the Selena.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she was a big Selena fan, apparently.
No. She wasn't. It's just...
I know, but I just wanted to
Oh.
make it
That's
part of
funny, dude. Even there.
That's because
We even lost.
Even when Marco talked back when she heard that you told her, she was just not with it
I talk back? Oh, like to people?
to people.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Well, look. So you win some, you lose some.
Viral moments aren't for everybody.
I guess it's not for the week. It's not for the week. Welcome back to another episode of Porque, because, well, I think we should acknowledge the
elefante in the room.
Que fue the elefante en la room.
Not this
elefante.
elefante.
We obviously have hats. So we got some nice hats. We got hats thanks to the homie. Are we gonna call him Triple GM or are we?
Triple M.
Are we just gonna call Gustavo? El baby de mi prima. De la
El baby daddy de mi prima.
Es el esposo de la amiga de mi prima. So this is a little teaser of what's coming. These are our mock-ups.
So soft.
It is so soft.
It's
So
so simple.
It's so simple.
yeah. So if you guys this far, we're only 3 minutes in, but if you guys want a hat like this, comment below. Let us know. We have a giveaway still that should be done now.
Well, wait, we'll give it another week.
We'll give it
another week?
another week. No, we'll give it a few days. Not another week, just a few days. And then after that,
We'll do it live.
yeah, we'll do the thing live. But we'll run it on episode 33. There's a giveaway, and then we might even throw in a hat just to make you guys happy.
Probably
So
be ours.
yeah, so yeah, so these are probably gonna be a little mock-up of our new merch.
Yes.
So hopefully you guys like it. If you guys want something different, new colors, if you guys want to see anything else like shirts,
Don't
beanies,
ask.
please donate below because we're still
Yeah.
we're still trying to figure out prices.
Dude, this is a giant conversation at the end of the podcast. Yes, last Friday.
yeah,
It was, yeah.
yeah,
We were going back and forth like, well, what about this? Like, wow, we can't afford that.
yeah. As much as we'd like to do a lot more things, of course there is a budget, and our budget is very small.
Yeah.
And by budget I mean
Between
$20.
us. Like, maybe.
each.
Man.
But yeah,
That's
no,
what Emma pitching in.
yeah, we're about to go.
Who's ever got quinceañera money, fool, hit us up.
Yeah.
I know.
Where are padrinos?
I
Where the
know.
padrinos at?
We got videographers.
Yeah.
Huh?
But yeah, no, we got a little teaser for the merch. So I think they're pretty cool, actually.
I literally like them.
I know.
I grew into them.
Yeah, I like
the felt threw me off first, but now I actually grew into it.
I know.
I like it.
I like it too.
I like it a lot.
I like the style. I like the curb. I like the little thing. We might change the orange to a different color.
Yeah. We got a little teaser there.
Well, a little teaser.
Although this could be like what you were talking about.
Yeah, so that's future.
Yeah.
So in the future, we'll be making some more, hopefully more.
I can see it though. I can see it. Like,
Let's just say we're going to be doing a lot of Esco Love.
let's go love.
So we're going to be doing a lot of things with that are very known to us in Escondido.
Oh, I can see it.
Yeah. So, well, we want to do a lot of stuff that represent us, and what represents us more than the place we live and grew up in?
Pounders.
But yeah, so thank you to you
Ups
guys.
and downs.
Ups
Throwback.
and Ooh, a little Ups and
throwback.
Downs logo. An Ups and Downs T-shirt with Porque Because on it instead of Ups and Downs.
No, that'd be pretty cool.
Or Ups and Downs and then performing tonight, Porque Because podcast.
Yeah.
That'd be tight.
Oh yeah, I can see
Like a skate ring. Yeah. But yeah, I think
Boomers.
we got good things coming.
Oh, I was telling you, bro.
Yeah.
Oh well, about the merch. Yeah, keep an eye out for that. Sorry, I cut you out.
Great segue.
Yeah, keep an eye out. I was telling Paulo that we should have recorded at Comic-Con.
Yeah, I saw that too. I think we could have. I think next year we could definitely do it for sure.
Like do something at Comic Con, like outside or inside.
Yeah, outside.
dude,
Well, I
like,
mean, if we can get inside, that'd be dope.
Como el cholo ese que my parents
Yeah,
watched.
that'd
Like,
be cool.
He just walked around this interview.
Yeah.
I was
You went to
telling-
Comic Con?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about though?
Yeah.
The one that wears a bald cap.
I actually don't like that fool.
He's all right.
He's just funny. I was okay. But I was telling Paulo that I listen to Rock 153, right?
Yeah.
And every year they do something for Comic-Con. Well, they haven't done it because of COVID.
Yeah.
And so maybe it's...
Are you trying to stay quiet?
I'm gonna bust a Mexican OT.
He does
He
that?
does that?
Louis Vuitton umbrella when I walk through the rain.
No, he was at a podcast and he did this the whole fucking podcast.
No way.
Really?
He did this the whole podcast.
How Nord was a host.
I know. Well, I mean, was
They
it
were
like
trying to feed him content with him. Like they were
was it
trying
like
to
a
get
funny?
content.
Was it like a funny podcast? Because if it's a funny podcast and he's doing silly stuff, it's like
Yeah, I get it.
No,
makes sense. No,
he was high as fuck. His homie right next to him was being a dumbass.
I think it's so funny when he goes, "I love cocaine."
Was it
La Plática.
the Plática one?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Shout out to La Plática.
Shout out to La Plática. We big fans.
Actually, I've never really heard of them.
They're pretty good. I like them.
Really?
Yeah, they're really good.
They're cool.
Anyways.
They just had Felipe Esparza.
Did they?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They did. Yeah, I haven't heard it though.
I heard it's pretty funny.
Is it?
Yeah.
Damn.
What you were saying? Comic Con?
I listen to Rock 1053.
Yeah.
And they every year they do something, but they haven't done it because of COVID. But they do this like they
Is
send
it me?
Yeah.
they send someone out like a reporter to interview people,
Yeah.
right? And so for the first questions are pretty like basic, like what are you dressed as? And I give an answer, and like again, these are nerds, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they gave deep answers. Well, I'm dressed as Wolverine in the second comic book of
Yeah.
when he does this,
Yeah.
right? Shit like that.
Bunch of nerds.
Yeah. And then it's like, and you can hear it in their voice too, because some of them do have the list. Like, actually, this is the
Oh my god. That's so cringy.
dude. You hear them, and you're like, oh my god.
They exist.
Yeah, dude, yeah. And then like, oh, I like a video game character that
Yeah.
showed up once,
Yeah.
and that's what they're dressed as.
But the people who know are
Yeah,
like, oh,
yeah.
dude, you're that guy from that
Yeah,
one
like,
thing.
if you know, you're the cool person that
yeah.
you know.
That is definitely the place to
Yeah,
know shit like that.
know shit like that. And so the last question is like, last question, are you a virgin? And a lot of people,
Yes.
yeah, and a lot of people,
Yes.
actually, I am still a virgin. And then some people will be like, well, as you might see, the person right next to me is my girlfriend. And then they just make fun of him, like, oh, it's probably like there's a Canadian girlfriend
That's
that
hilarious.
came just to Comic-Con.
That's fucked up, dude.
That he met playing a World of Warcraft. But it's hilarious, bro, because
Okay, go ahead.
they're so honest. They're like, yeah, I'm still a virgin.
You know, I lied my whole life about having sex until I had sex, and I was like, yeah, I had sex.
Yeah.
But until I was like,
My whole high school was like, yeah, dude.
yeah,
I've had that.
vaginas? Yeah,
Vaginas?
I've been inside them.
I've been inside. They're cold. Huh?
They're cool. Yeah. You want to know the
warm
cringiest fucking conversation I had about sex when I was a freshman?
What?
Oh my god, dude. So this one girl, right? Oh god. Anyways, this one girl, right? She's like, oh, me and my boyfriend do it.
Oh.
I didn't know what it
The
was.
it?
I didn't know what it was. Oh, we got one
Kawama.
fucking.
Who is it? Speaker.
I am recording a podcast.
Who is it?
Wait, where are you home?
The fuck
Why'd you hang up?
I told him once. He doesn't get it.
Dude, you
You
don't
don't have to be
back,
rude.
bro.
Yeah, that's kind of rude.
Yeah, it was kind
It
of rude.
messes up the flow. Go ahead.
What?
That's just rude.
Go.
Man, I hope you never
How do
do
you
this.
how do you still have friends?
I know.
Dude, you should see these other motherfuckers, dog. We're the
What?
same way.
He doesn't hang up on you.
Yes, he does. Oh, actually, no. He's a.
No.
No,
a-
he's fairly
No,
nice.
Kawama's very nice.
Yeah, sorry, Kawama.
Kawama, if you're watching this,
No, dude, sorry, bro.
you deserve better.
I know. Don't be friends with
Don't
him.
be friends with him, bro.
Be friends with us.
Yeah.
Ready?
You know, record it? Recorded that motherfucker.
All right, we're gonna.
Kawama's pretty annoying sometimes, though.
Yeah, don't call him.
Don't record. I'm kidding, Kawama. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's pedo, puro, güey.
You know we're joking, but
La pelota.
Hey,
Sorry,
and
sorry, I keep. Huh?
these fools want me to. These fools want me to put you in the podcast. What do you want to say?
we're
What do you want to say?
defending you. He should have never hung
He
up
should-
on you.
Yeah, that was
shout
rude.
Out, shout out, Porque because fool.
That's right, baby.
Ya se la saben. Even though I don't watch y'all's podcast.
Hang up on his ass.
Hang up on
Hang
him.
up on his
Yeah.
ass.
Por eso te cuelgan.
Doug, at least I'm being honest, fool. But like,
Looking over here like, Doug,
because,
dim it down.
I support. Yeah.
Nobody
I-
needs your
I
honesty.
I
We need your views.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, my point of view of life. I like that.
Your POV?
My POV, fool.
¿Qué quieres?
Hey, wait. Do you still have the cable box there at your house, pa?
No, I don't. Monzo has it.
Ah, shh.
Hey, do
Hey.
you still have the hookup at Boot Barn?
Huh? I can still hook you up, for just let me know.
Canita Tejana.
I can still hook you up. Just let me know your size, fool.
Okay. It's
7
about 4 inches on a good day.
On a good day.
Oh, is that not what you're asking?
that was pretty much
It's about
it,
a mouthful.
He's like,
It's about a mouthful.
he said, I'll give you the hookup, but how big are you?
Yeah. I can hook you up, but like, let's talk sizes.
But
Alright.
but no way. I don't have the cable box. Monzo has it.
Okay, I think I'm a bogus for it now.
You're gonna call him up?
Yeah.
Ahora pues.
Para eso hablas, güey, nomás para estar cagando el palo.
This is why we killed 5 minutes. That's why we killed 5 minutes. How do you know? You don't watch it.
Manda saludos en el podcast, manda saludos.
Saludos a mi jefa. Ahora sí ya mi pa se puede retirar. Vamos a salir de la pobreza con esta colaboración en a medio podcast.
Hey, Monzo, fuera de pedo. Te mandó saludos el compa La Pantera.
Monzo?
No, Kawama.
Guama.
Who's la pantera?
El que metió la verga entera.
Ah, me
hang up on
chingaste,
this.
Hey, you know has a 12-inch dick and hangs up.
My favorite.
I know. He's like, my favorite. Shout out to you, Kawama.
Shout out
Even
to
though you
you,
don't
Kawama.
fucking watch.
Yeah, don't
Monzo's the real one because Monzo watches
Yeah,
and comments.
exactly.
He
Yeah.
comments on every. each and
Monzo's
every-
a
Fuck
real
yeah,
one,
Monzo,
dog.
dude. Don't call. If he calls you, don't break up.
I know, dude. Don't give him the
break
cable
up.
box, dog.
Don't give him the cable box.
And if you already gave it to him, call us. We'll go get it right
yeah,
back.
we'll go pick it up right now.
What were we talking about? Virginity.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that
Your
girl.
cringy story,
yeah. So
yeah.
that girl's like, I've done it.
Virginity is cool.
Have you seen that video?
Virginity is cool. Yeah.
They're like at a church.
It's at a church. It's a bunch of kids.
Yeah, and then these guys.
Oh yeah, I have seen it. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like in front of all the kids. And
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
And the kids are like,
yeah.
yeah.
I want to get laid. So this girl goes up to me and she's like, "Oh, me and my boyfriend do it," and I was like, "Do what?" And then she's like,
Your homework?
"No," and she's like, "We have sex," and I was like, "Oh, really?" And I don't know. I forgot what the conversation. It didn't just pop up like that, but it was just a conversation.
It's kind of like
That's
And
kinda-
then
yeah.
we're talking about like, she's like, yeah, we do like different positions and stuff. And I'm just like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like my brain's like, no.
Everything went like, what the fuck?
Yeah, dude, everything went crazy.
You were a freshman, huh?
Yeah, I was a freshman, dog. I don't
barely discovered yourself.
and then
Virginity
she's-
is
cool.
cool. Yeah.
Virginity is cool. Guess it's not.
Come on, bro.
Have you seen the Give Me My Money trend?
Like, give me my money, and then like the last person, and you guys cheer.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then the last one they don't cheer.
yeah,
He knows
Fuck
it.
you guys.
Yeah.
yeah. We're gonna
Just
do
give
it.
me-
Fuck you guys.
Just give me my money.
Yeah. Just give me my money.
Yeah.
Just give me my money. damn, that's awkward. I knew you guys weren't gonna say anything, but it was still like, God.
You knew it was coming. You still fell.
Yeah, still fell for it. Well, no, okay, I didn't fall for it. I knew it was gonna happen.
You fell for it.
I knew you guys were gonna put like not cheer, but it still kind of hurt. It's still kind of like, oh, like not even a little bit.
That's a clip.
That's good.
That's a clip.
And then she goes, "Yeah, what positions do you like?" And I was just like, "You know me,
You know, A through B.
yeah, I'll do all things." And then I was like, just like the normal one. And then she's like, "Missionary," and I was like,
Yeah, I'm on a boat.
I was like,
Yeah, mister.
I was like, what? I was like, sometimes. And then she's just like, honestly, she could tell right away I'd never had sex in my life. And then I don't know what I was thinking about. I have no idea where the fuck this came from. I wish I could tell you I heard this or I seen this, but I go, yeah, isn't there one where you got to use like a lighter?
What the fuck?
She's like, what? I was like, yeah, you haven't seen that when they do something.
Yeah,
my
you
ass,
Like
but
some
like,
shit you watch at Pornhub. And
bro.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I don't even think I'd watch.
You put a firecracker on the asshole. Blow that bitch up.
Bro.
You like that bitch? You like that bitch?
But I was like, dog. Yeah. Isn't there one like where you use like a lighter and stuff, bro? I think I was mixing.
To set the candles.
Dude, I think I was thinking of drugs instead of sex. Like in my head, they were just like
They're both
mixed-
addicting.
Yeah, they both.
This is true. But I was just like, yeah, isn't there one you use a lighter? She's like, no, I've never heard of that. She's like, oh,
Oh, you guys, you're not there yet. Mika, you're not there yet.
100%. I was like, oh, well, you probably just never heard of it. And she's just like, oh no, I guess I have it. And I was just
Wait,
like,
so when you were in high school, you didn't know anything about it. Like going into high school, you didn't know
bro,
anything
I got
about
a
it.
crazy, even crazier story when I was in middle school, where my mom told us that if we kissed, we'd get a girl pregnant.
What? She told us that?
Yeah. You don't remember that?
No, I remember when she showed us how to use a condom.
That one was weird.
That was a weird one.
Yeah.
In front of everybody? In front of like BB and Akin?
Yeah.
I think I told Alexis, it's like, because we were comparing like how the way we grew up.
Our sizes.
No.
Alexis was huge.
That's how you felt.
Yeah.
Where's the pants in this relationship?
Go.
And I told her, yeah, my mom was never soft spoken to us. Like she never sat us down and said, "This is what happens. This is how you put it on." Like no, we were cleaning the house one day, and for some reason a condom showed up in the drawer.
She found a condom
She
and she
found a
thought it was
condom.
ours.
Yeah,
And we're like,
how old were you guys?
we're
like,
like
12.
13, 12. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're kids.
That's hella old already. You're
And
supposed to already.
remember the thing we used to have to hit.
Yeah.
Spin
Oh
and
yeah,
it
yeah.
spins
The
back?
skills,
Yeah,
the
the
skills thing.
baseball
Yeah.
She's like, miren cabrones, lo abren, lo ustedes la sacan aquí, se lo ponen, and we're like, what's going on? What's going on?
It's one of those things that you're like, I did not think today I was going to
Yeah.
watch my mom put a condom on a
yeah.
baseball.
Yeah. We're like, time to clean. Like, oh, we're gonna have to clean. Like, oh, condom. Sex ed. Like, and she's like, lo ponen. Ya que terminen, lo agarran, lo amarran y lo tiran. No lo tiren a la taza. Tiran a la basura. And we're like, what's going on? Like,
Yeah.
we're looking at.
Throwing
it was kinda
water in la
it was
taza.
awkward because Bibi was there. So it was like,
Do girls wear condoms too?
do you have the same one?
Yeah, dude. My mom, at that time, she was pretty ruthless. She was definitely, she was pretty.
I remember when my mom told me it was with you guys too.
Really?
That was when she had the little bowl of like a bunch of condoms.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
And then I was a kid, so I didn't know at all. I thought it was like a candy for a second.
Oh,
so
you
I
should have
like,
eaten one.
so I saw one, and then I was like, "What is this?" Because my mom just had it freely, right?
Yeah.
But then at the same time, it was like,
Well, the reason, okay, before people freak the fuck
Yeah,
out,
yeah.
the reason why my mom had a bowl of condoms on the table was because our uncles also lived with us. My
Yes.
my
Yeah.
mom's brother and my dad's
dad's
brother,
brother.
they all lived with us, and they were in their early 20s.
That were active.
They were active, so my mom was like, "Hey guys, like you guys are gonna make a mistake, and you guys are gonna do something you should.
and you
know?
can't raise it here.
Yeah,
can't raise it.
And my
Sure,
mom was really,
hell
she
not
was
raise
trying to be responsible because at the end of the day, there was a lot of us in that house.
It was at least like how many? Like 10?
Dude, there was a point that, damn, bro. What?
There was a point.
No,
I know, like he just had like a that's a Raven moment. He's like,
Yeah.
Because I was counting.
Like, damn, I shan't say that. I can't. Mike,
Mi tío.
why do you have to go like that?
Well, because I don't think you want to say it in the mic, right?
I didn't want to.
I'll bleep it. I'll bleep it. There's something called bleeping.
By the way, looking at you this way, I think you look really cool with chops.
With chops? I tried it once.
You guys are going.
Oh, like,
Out of-
Sorry, yeah, let's
but
get back.
no, we had like.
Okay, so we had
can.
me, you, my mom, my dad, Pablo.
And then at the time we had Norma, rest in peace, Norma.
Oh, rest in
Norma
peace,
too.
Norma.
R.I.P.
Like 11 people.
Yeah.
There was a lot of
Me tío Javier for a while.
Yeah, for a little while.
Damn.
Our house was literally a trap house.
There was a point when
literally-
everybody left, when my aunt moved out, and we looked at each other like, we're alone.
Yeah.
Remember that? You're
I
like,
remember when my parents would go out, just my parents and us, and I'd be like, where's everybody?
Yeah.
It feels so
Yeah.
weird.
Are we meeting up with them? Or
Yeah, it
what?
literally felt like that. We're like, are we going to meet up with them? Or?
That's crazy. Because we would always do stuff together.
Yeah, it was always the four of
Yeah,
us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
So,
always me and you.
yeah.
Yeah, and then
I mean,
you
we've
guys
talked
were the
about it
kids.
before.
Yeah, we have. Yeah,
Yeah, because that was just you four, and then it was just me.
yeah, that was your little generation. Yeah, it was cool,
the
dude.
second generation and shit.
Yeah, you know what's crazy is that Emma's gonna literally grow up by herself.
No, Messi, Mateo.
Oh
Gael,
yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Angelito.
Somebody asked her, she's like, "Where'd you go this weekend?" Like, "Oh, we went to Las Vegas to go see half of my cousins." We're like, "Oh." But I was saying that my mom used to tell us that if we kissed a girl, we'd get her pregnant.
Mhm.
So, and I was like in 5th grade, like I was like 9 or 10 when this happened.
I was like,
Like, what are girls? Girls. And I was just like, man, I really want to kiss a girl, dude.
I want to get her pregnant.
But I don't want to get her pregnant, right?
Yeah.
So I remember I had my first kiss. And it was just a peck, right?
Mm.
The next day I'm like, how do you feel? she's like,
am I a dad? Am I a dad?
es niño. And I was just like, are you okay? And then she's like, yeah. And then she goes, are you my boyfriend? I was like, no.
Sorry, bitch.
I'm just here to pick up my kid.
Yeah.
I'll be back tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that scary movie?
Yeah, where he
I was
goes.
just here to pick up my kid.
Yeah.
Child support, here's $1.
Yeah, dude. But I was so freaked out, and then I found out that it's not true, and I was like,
What?
I was like, deuces, ma.
Oh, bitches.
It's like boys can't get pregnant. But yeah, no. I always thought there was a lot of things. My mom was very open on certain things, but then very like closed on certain things.
Yeah.
So it was really weird to have her like tell us like, no, if you kiss a girl, she gets pregnant, and be like, no, this is how you use a condom. And I'm like, what's a condom for? If we
For my lips? Isn't that what chapstick's for?
just kind of
Just
Which actually is good because we were talking about Lil Wayne's lyric.
yeah.
Because, we were telling you, Lil Wayne has, for some reason, he has trouble remembering all his lyrics.
It's because it's all
he-
freestyle.
Yeah,
I
'cause
mean,
he
he's also
Googled-
high half the time. I mean,
Well-
when you're under the influence, what the fuck?
But he freestyles every fucking song.
Yeah, and so he said he Googles all his songs, right?
No way.
And so somebody read one of his lyrics to him, and the lyric goes, "Safe sex is great sex, better wear that latex, because you don't want that latex saying that I'm late text."
Whoa.
Yeah,
That's such a fake reaction.
No. What the fuck?
Dude, okay, same thing you gotta understand. Marco's reactions look fake, but
Yeah.
they're kind of genuine.
I don't know. I can't tell with him.
What the fuck did I do?
You was expecting what?
Yeah, but that was like a
Marco's not really a reaction type.
whoa, like a
Well, it's because I was thinking about it because I didn't catch the late text part. When he said late text, I was like, late,
Because
like latex as in plural. That's what I understood.
we're not going like vocabulary. It's just going.
No,
random.
well,
actually,
obviously we are.
Just like the lasagna one, the lasagna rain.
Mom spaghetti.
No. So he has another one saying, as gang, G's a gangster like lasagna.
G's a gangster like lasagna?
Yeah, something like that. So what do you? And there's some I don't know who, like, let's just call him a like educated dude,
Right.
like really educated. Broke down that lyric. Like he moves.
Oh,
in
a teacher.
Was it a teacher?
was
Oh yeah,
professor.
moves in silence like lasagna.
Yeah.
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 G
I saw
moves
that.
I know. I have no idea where that comes
Because
from.
lasagna has a G and it's silent.
Oh, wow. Lasagna.
Yeah.
Okay, now I see that one.
Then
That
my
was a
name's
good
in
one.
silent, dog.
Yeah, you move like H like.
I move H like on silent. Talk
Wow.
lasagna.
So like yeah, this safe sex latex is like, because latex is like, he kept saying it but in different ways. Latex as in the rubber.
Yeah.
Late text as in like
The
Like,
late text
late
at night.
Text that
Yeah.
has, yeah.
and then I'm late text.
Yeah.
As in like she's
She's late.
This
She missed her
motherfucker-
period. Yeah,
Bro,
you-
say that lyric again, because it was.
safe sex is great sex. You have to wear that latex.
You gotta wear that late text.
Gotta wear that latex. So you don't get that late text saying that I'm late text.
Ooh, that sounds like some Kanye shit right
Yeah,
there.
dude.
Oh, well, that's
Yeah.
Lil Wayne right
But you
there.
like Lil Wayne's been fucking, dude. He got signed when he was like 16.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
young, dude. He was kissing Birdman in the mouth.
Ooh, yeah.
And-
Yeah.
what?
Gives Birdman in the mouth for some reason.
Called him his dad.
Ah.
He said Birdman was his dad.
I remember last time you played a Birdman last time, a Birdman song at the old house.
Birdman.
And then, yeah, so that, right? Then I did that, like,
He's
when
on-
I was playing tetherball. I was playing tetherball. Remember when I used to play tetherball a lot?
Playing
Playing
tetherball?
Yeah.
When was this?
So check this
No,
out.
did you see his hand?
Whoa.
He was like, I was playing tetherball.
No, I was playing tetherball. I mean, that's how I played, dog. you don't know these streets, dog.
Harder.
Paul was in the playground just like, Paul, you going to hit the ball anytime soon?
No, so I was playing tetherball, and then you're playing Birdman. And I knew that song, too, because I think
Yeah.
Midnight Club played it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, it comes out of Midnight Club.
Yeah. So you play that song,
Starting
and
next
then
time,
I see him, like, obviously when I see the music videos, you go like this.
Yeah.
And then you go up to me, you're like, don't you ever fucking do that shit ever again.
I told you?
Yeah, and I'm
Oh,
like,
shit.
wait, what? It's just a
like-
bird.
It's like you do that.
Yeah, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what do you mean? Like, it's just a bird. I see in the
Oh,
music.
yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah.
My mom's like, oh, and then my mom got mad, but it was because my uncle used to do that gang sign.
Cuervos.
Yeah.
Cuervos.
Yeah.
Yeah, you yelled at me for that shit.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
bro, you were in the fucking playground. Of course, you can get your ass kicked.
Yeah,
for
dude.
doing
Not in the
the-
playground, dude. I was literally in the backyard, and then at our house because
I
we
think
had
I
a
just did it.
stereo.
I think I just.
I was
oh,
gonna
yeah.
kick your ass.
Throwing out the wrong set, bitch.
Where you from, fool?
No, I think I just didn't want you to do that, feel comfortable, and then do that out somewhere like
Yeah.
out and about.
Man, dude, Birdman was a shit back in the day.
Well, yeah, but that wasn't Birdman though. In
A lot of people
fucking-
didn't know that was Birdman.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
A lot of Hispanic fucking cholos were gonna be like, "What the fuck did he do?"
Yeah, no, yeah.
What
I'm
was
for
that?
Birdman.
Back when like any hand gesture was considered a game.
I know, dude. I remember like you couldn't do shit, dude.
Yeah.
It is crazy how I mean it's not it kind of has a face, but I feel like that face is like coming back around.
Yeah.
But anybody throws up gang signs now.
Dude, I'm always gonna remember that time. I never saw it. I think you saw it
What?
when that nurse got out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. We're in front of our house, right in front of our house. Something happened that they got in a fight in front of the house. We lived right on Mission Avenue,
Like,
Yeah.
right in front of Grove Park.
Literally right in front, yeah.
And we used to fucking see fights all the time. And somebody got in a fight. And then this fucking nurse pulls up, of course, in a Nissan Altima.
Yeah.
And she just runs out of the car, right? And then
Oh,
I'm like,
she?
yeah. And I'm like, oh, she's going to help, right? And there's scrubs, pink scrubs. Just walks out. I'm sure she had like some type of like Croc shoes, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And she runs out. And then she goes, hey, what the fuck, homie? This is da-da-da gang. And I was like, what the
Oh, the
fuck?
nurse, the
I was-
nurse.
The nurse, dude. And I
She was a
like,
chola.
yeah, dude. I was
mames.
like, damn, ITT Tech, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
UEI.
UEI,
No,
dude.
I do remember that at Mission. There was a bunch of obviously when I was a kid, like I see a
dude.
bunch of things going on.
It was crazy.
Like the
dog.
times where like people walk through like right in front of like our driveway.
Yeah.
Because we built the gate, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of people pass by with like knives or shit like that.
I
And
know,
I remember, I no me acuerdo si fuera el Rafa o tú, pero someone pulled out a bat out of the back of the truck and you were just waiting out there or some shit.
Oh, wasn't me.
It sounds like something I would do, but I don't think I
I
do.
don't think so. I think you were a bitch back then.
I'm still a bitch.
Nothing's changed.
No, but I do remember that though. Yeah,
I think she's just playing with it. I know.
No, but I remember that a lot because Mission was fucking ghetto.
Yeah, it was wild. It was wild.
Still ghetto. Well, I don't know.
I don't know anymore.
Yeah, it's still a little ghetto, but it's okay though. I mean,
It's our ghetto.
yeah, that's what I always tell people. It's my ghetto. I get it. I feel it.
Just like when you go to LA, and you ever go to LA?
You want to know a good one?
What?
We were going on the way to Vegas, right? And then we stopped. Emma, of course, mid through the drive, was like, I gotta go pee. Like, all right.
Sounds like me.
So then we were like, all right, so let's stop at we stopped at Victorville. And we pulled over. We're like, what the fuck are these? What are these creatures, dog?
Yeah.
Like, you can tell them.
Hurry up.
Yeah, we're like, dude,
Emma, hurry up, please.
Yeah, dude, it was bad. It was
You
ghetto.
were from the ghetto, now you turn white.
Dude, ratchet
Hurry up.
ass people, dude, like shirtless fool walking into Walmart, like, I was like, what the fuck?
Dude, I'm always gonna remember that ghetto story, the ghetto shit that I've seen at Walmart, that neighborhood Walmart.
Yeah.
What?
Dude, I told you the one where like I'm at Walmart, the neighborhood Walmart here in Escondido, and this skinny dude, like homeless dude, walks in with a hot dog. Goes in the condiment section, grabs ketchup, mustard, and he puts it back, and he walks out eating a hot dog. Like the balls on this.
You're like
motherfucker.
savage, dog.
Yeah.
That's
You know what the
badass.
crazy part is that for a ketchup bottle, you have to open it and take the
Take
peel
the
off.
peel out. Yeah.
He took the peel off
Yeah.
and then said nothing.
It was that.
Dude,
That would suck for whoever got that, to be honest.
I think they threw it away.
Did the people see? Did the
Yeah,
staff
because
see?
he was like, I mean, he wasn't being noisy or anything.
Yeah.
But you saw him like in the alley, like in the
In the little aisle.
on the aisle, just like taking the thing out and doing it. And then I think there was someone stopping.
Have you ever eaten something in the grocery store
And
as you're walking around and then come back to the register and not paid for it?
No.
Like you've never grabbed like, I don't know, like even a water.
You
And just grabbed it from the front, drank it, and then as you go to the front, you're like,
I think once.
you
out of
have.
water. I have
a
what?
Gatorade at Valley Max.
Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, maybe yes to something to drink.
Yeah, because you
But
always
never,
like
never eat.
nah.
Never eat.
guess
I
what?
would
No
never-
hack.
What?
What?
Go to the grocery store. Go to like usually Albertsons or whatever. Grab your shit.
We don't condone this, by the way.
Grab
Yeah.
the whatever items. Usually the rotisserie aisle, chicken aisle.
Yeah.
They got like meal preps. Sometimes they got a little turkey stuff, right?
Uh-huh.
If you grab that, put that in the front of your cart, and then you just keep shopping regularly and just munching on throughout the thing. If you finish it beforehand, just keep it in your cart, and then you walk around, you see a trash can, just toss it away. It's a free meal.
Speaking of ghetto people.
I know, right?
Speaking of ghetto people.
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah, but I walk around, then I get my groceries and I leave. It's just it's like Costco. It's a free sample. You know what I'm saying? Like
You
that
know
ain't no
what,
free
though?
sample.
You know
That's
what?
a whole ass meal.
that's a free meal.
Like,
Then go grab a Sprite.
Check that shit
they have
down.
a whole meal in the like just shopping. Like, sir, can we help you? No, I'm just shopping.
Yeah.
Like, salt and pepper. Like, dude, this is allegedly. Like, I'll take a few things from Home Depot.
Oh, dude, fucking
The Home Depot's different though, because like you take like screws and like
Yeah.
nuts and bolts.
But like, I'll buy stuff.
He's like
if
a
I-
drill.
I'm not gonna spend $3 on like 2 screws.
It's tough. Like I tried doing that.
Allegedly.
I tried doing that, but honestly, I don't even do the food thing anymore. To be honest, like I don't. But I used to. I used to like walk around.
You got money.
No,
Oh, you
I
got
don't know.
money
No, I got a
now.
conscience now, and I feel bad for those things.
Fuck that conscience, bro.
Yeah, karma's real.
I have that conscience too. Not gonna lie,
Yeah.
like throwing shit, like dropping shit on the ground. You know how people would just like, leave
Yeah,
it?
dude.
I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I gotta pick it up. I gotta pick it up. I gotta pick it up. I
Yeah.
gotta. Pick it up.
I don't
He's the one. He's the one that throws shit out the window. He's the one that's fucking.
Bro, the other day I threw a piece of paper because it had like glue.
Mm-hmm.
Kept getting stuck in my hand, so I go like this out the window. Once
You
it
being
goes
a
out,
vocal?
I was like,
Oh
I
yeah,
was
yeah.
like, fuck, I shouldn't have thrown it out the window. I got.
We just got a heart. We have a heart. He
They
doesn't.
have a heart.
I have a heart.
Barely.
It's over here. Wait.
Yeah.
It's all clogged,
You're pointing at somewhere where your heart thinks it at.
Yeah.
It's at.
It's here. It's so big.
Think
I'm not
with your
fat, I
heart.
just got a big heart. Okay, so when was this? Like,
2 days ago.
no, it was Tuesday. It's Tuesday.
3
Yeah.
days ago.
No, did you say 3 days? I'm sorry. It was Tuesday.
3 years ago was one.
So we're at my job, I have to
Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday.
At my
We
job,
don't
I have to
count this
sign in
day.
and sign out.
Why doesn't this day count?
Count to 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You didn't count 0.
8, 9, 10. No, but to 10. 1, 2, 3. You count 1.
I didn't say fingers.
We're standing on 1.
We start at 1.
We start at 1.
You start at 1,
Right.
but do you count to 0?
So we
Because that
start on
counts.
Friday.
0 doesn't count.
Oh my god.
Eres un cero a la izquierda.
Go with your story. Go.
What does that mean?
Like, you know how, like, when you do a 10, it's 1, 0, right? And the 0 counts. Because it's on the right
Snap my
side.
balls.
Oh.
But if the 0's on the left side, it doesn't count. It doesn't matter. Like, if you put 0, 1, 0,
Yeah.
what number is that?
10.
That's 10.
10.
But if you put 1, 0, 10.
10 if you flip the calculator on.
It says boobies.
Movies.
You're so, like, I saw your dyslexia, not understand that.
I like sometimes it'll kick in.
I have the
No,
I have the
which-
ELS test.
Oh, no shit.
I do have it.
Oh, we might do that.
I'm
All right, let's go with your story.
So 3 days ago, so at my job I have to sign in and sign out. Dude, Vincent's gonna watch this. This is like,
Can you speak louder, please?
Vincent's gonna watch this and be like, I told you,
I'm this many.
I'm this many.
Hey, Rafa, how old are you?
I'm this many.
Okay, so Vince is
year
going to
I'm
watch
this
this.
many. What's it, man? So at my job we have to sign in and sign out, right?
Okay.
And sign in, obviously work the whole day, and we get out at 2:30, but we start walking down like around 2:10. Then we sign out like at 2:15, you know.
Yeah.
And so where I'm working, I'm closer to the end of the building where we exit,
Okay.
Yeah.
and so I'm like, and allegedly I've done this before.
Allegedly.
Allegedly I've done this before.
I might or might have not done
might
this.
or might have not, depending on who is watching. And so
Nobody.
I'm like,
Nobody watches
nobody
us.
watches this.
Nobody watches this podcast.
No. And so
Comment below if you don't watch.
yeah. And I was like, dude, I'm just gonna walk out again. You know, I was because again we signed in and signed out, and
You had already signed out.
I've already signed in,
Oh,
and then I usually, allegedly, and the next day I'll sign out, because it's in, you know, I'll sign out and then sign in for the day.
okay.
So, I'll sign out in the morning. So I grab my stuff and I'm walking out. I walk outside of the construction site. As soon as I walk out, I see my foreman pulling out of the job site also.
He's leaving.
He's leaving. And I stand and I freeze. Boom. And then I'm like, shit, he didn't see me. And there's trucks behind him. And he pulls out and he stops. And he's like, is he looking at me? Like you can kind of see the reflection.
And at this point, it's obvious that you're leaving.
No, because he's pulling out over here and I'm over here. There's like a fence. I'm like right around the fence.
Imagine Panda hiding behind the. Oh my god.
I'm like, he didn't see me. And there's cars behind him. In my mind, I'm like, he's got to go. There's cars behind him.
Yeah.
Right? And he pulls out and he turns like he's leaving. I'm like, okay, he's leaving. And I see him pull over. And all the cars that are behind him just he lets him pass. I'm like, fuck. And I see him trying to turn around. And so I'm walking right next to trees. So I look over towards the trees and I'm like, he didn't see me. He probably forgot something and he's going back. Right? And
like-
I see him turn and come up the driveway where I'm walking out. And I dug down into some like non-existent.
If he can't see me, I can't
Yes.
see him. If he can't see
That went through my mind. If I don't see him, he can't see me. It crossed my mind. And I dug down around some bushes that are non-existing. They're just stems. There are no leaves in it.
Bro, come on.
And I bust out my phone. Like I'm on my phone. He's not gonna see me. And he pulls up right next to me. And he's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, what's up, Dennis?" Hey, yes. I'm like, hey. Like, what are you doing? He's like, at this point, I'm like, dude, you just caught me, right? And I'm like,
I shit my pants.
no, I wish.
I shit my pants.
I would have like, hey man, I shit myself and I gotta go home. I thought it was, no, it's like, no, bro, I thought I could leave a few minutes early. He's like, well, what'd you ask? He's like, no one. He's like, did you sign out? No. And we're like, what were you thinking? Go sign out. do that again, you're not working here anymore. And like in the job site, because it's such a like secure job site and it's so, like uptight. Like any little thing, they'll kick you out. Like go sign out. You're not gonna work here anymore. What?
Mike.
Oh my bad. Fuck Mike. And I'm like, yeah, I'm like, okay. And I'm walking back, right? And then in my mind, I'm walking to go sign out, and I'm like, bro, did I really just try to hide in some bushes? Like, how fucking old am I, dude? The time that I stood there and tried to hide, I could have just walked back up to the building. And then he could have like, what are you doing? Like, what are you talking about? I'm in the building. Yeah. Done that whole thing. Mm-hmm. And so I sign out, I tell a few people, right? And then the whole time I'm like kind of not tiptoeing around them, but like...
Yeah, but I'm definitely not trying to spark a conversation. I'm trying to
see them, right?
Yeah.
And so today, at lunch, after lunch, he's like, because we all walk past our trailer, right? And he's never outside. And he was outside. I'm like, fuck, all right. And so he's like,
hey, what's up, Dennis?
No, nothing. I just walk by and he's like, you, come here. I'm like, fuck. And then obviously all of these construction guys are just kids. They're like, ooh. I'm like, shut up. And so he walks out. He goes to the printer. Like, here you go. And he hands me a paper. And he's like, what is it? It's a warning for doing it. So he gave me a warning.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Man.
And he's like, you reading it? He's like, read it and sign it. And I'm like, and I'm reading it. And it says everything. It says everything that I just said. And it's like, but in his point of view, saw him, try to hide, turn around.
Bro.
Yeah, he's like, and it says, he's like, he tried to leave 10, 15 minutes early, and that. And I'm like, well, I mean,
10, 15 minutes?
Yeah, dude, 10, 15 minutes.
Just for that shit?
Just for that.
Just to fall asleep in the truck?
Just to fall asleep. Yeah, just to fall asleep. No, when I leave early, I just take off. It's one of those days where, like, dude, I just want to get out of here. Mm. And so he's like, sign it, read it, and then sign it. I'm like, well, I mean, it's everything. And he's like,
so he saw you trying to hide. He saw you doing the whole thing.
He wrote it down and he gave me a warning. And then he looks at me. He's like, hey, don't ever do it again. This time, I'm just gonna keep it between you and me.
And the podcast.
And the podcast. No, but he's like, I'm gonna keep it between you and me, and the people I told. And I'm like, yeah, me too. And the people I told. I signed it, and there's some other guy there. Caleb was like, he's on the computer. He's like, okay, I'm gonna between us. I'm like, you hear that, Caleb? Don't tell anybody. He's on his own shit. He's like, hear what? Exactly. And
he's a chill dude then.
Yeah, he's cool.
He's cool as fuck. Yeah,
he's a dude that I'm telling you. Well, he just cut his hair. He had super long hair, and he looked like a redneck, like a straight out redneck.
Oh yeah, you're like yeah.
But he was like 26.
That's hilarious, dude.
Yeah, and yeah, I'm like, and so that happened. I'm like, fuck.
I've definitely had those moments. I think one time I didn't get caught. But I knew my manager knew what the fuck was going on because I used to work the swing shift. So I worked noon to midnight because I worked.
Such a horrible shift.
It was terrible, yeah, because you're not... But I actually liked it because I worked 4 days a week because I worked 12 hours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So then I was like... I
should have that here.
Yeah. No, I worked 4 10s actually. So it was 2 p.m. to midnight.
And you get your 40 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, I get 40 hours, and I'm off Friday. I'm off Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Oh,
that's such a badass fucking.
It was so good, but the swing shift sucked ass. That's why I was like, fuck. But one time, I clocked out for my lunch, and then I went, and it was probably like 8 or 9 o'clock, and I was like, fuck, I'm tired, dude. And I went and I sat in the office, right? And sometimes I was in the office, but not all times. And I sat in the office and I just laid my head back, right? And I swear to God, I opened my eyes and I look and it's 3 a.m.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
And you know what the worst part is? Is that it was a window where drivers would come in, so they
would see you.
They would see me asleep and nobody told me shit.
I think that's what pisses me off. That like you saw me. You could have woken me up.
Yeah, but I mean, they're probably just like, oh, well.
He's on his break.
Yeah, something, like I'm not going to bug him. So I told my boss, right? Well, he tells me the next day, he's like, hey, man, like, I saw you clocked out for lunch and then you forgot to clock both lunches. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, honestly, was like, honestly, Joe, I fell asleep. And then he's like, yeah, I knew. He's like, one of the drivers called me, and he sent me a picture. And he showed me a picture, and I was like this. In the office, dude. Yeah, I know the driver sent him a picture. He's like,
Did you know the driver?
Huh?
Did you know the driver?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Do you know the driver and he did
Yeah.
that to you?
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, that's what I thought, too. But he was a little weirdo, too. I didn't think much of it. But yeah, he's like, I just want to see if you were going to tell me the truth or not.
You know what? You know what story I have about this fool?
What?
What?
So we used to work at the same warehouse, and then I used to.
Really?
Yeah,
So I was building like cash registers. So I was building that, and Rafa was in the back shipping out the cash registers, and so I think there was a point where I think I was fired already at that point.
Were you?
I think I was.
Dude, did you get the settlement check?
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
It was like $20.
I got 100.
You got 100?
I was working there longer,
Yeah, you were.
but this fool was
Big old settlement.
he was so he was working in the back, and then there was no more shipments to have, like no more like cash registers to be sent, and so so they took a break, and I remember this would tell me like, hey yo, like I fell asleep for like how long?
For like 2 hours.
Yeah, he fell asleep for 2 hours, and then they couldn't find this fool until like
So I felt.
I'm surprised he didn't get fired at the time.
I got fired.
Oh, you got fired?
Not at that moment,
Oh yeah.
but I got fired.
That company was a piece of shit, to be
That
honest.
was a horrible.
That was a horrible company.
Well,
They built cash registers, and they built the flour coolers for Costco.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I remember you guys.
So,
yeah. I didn't
yeah.
know you worked there with him, too.
Yeah,
I was the one that got him the job.
Oh, I didn't
got me
know.
the job. And it was a horrible company. Like they didn't care about their workers. Like there was a lawsuit. Like how they didn't.
Did I tell you guys about the time that I had an interview and I walked out on the interview?
Yes, that's very.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's fucking.
Yeah, the worker, when I was in the break room, was like, don't work here. He's like, don't
And
work
then
here.
one of them confused you for like
Yeah,
an owner or something.
yeah. He's like, oh, ¿tú eres el dueño? O, no, ¿vienes aquí? ¿A qué vienes tú? Digo, oh, una entrevista. Oh, ¿en serio? Pensé que eres el dueño o algo así.
Yeah,
manager."
'cause he
You should have been like that. You should have been like, sí, soy el dueño.
I always,
Ocupo
dress,
cheque.
I always dressed good because I was like, dude, the first impression matters. But then you would walk in, you'd be like, what the fuck? I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
just like a CEO, and I'm gonna be fucking mopping the floors.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think, yeah.
I was when I was working in shipment, and again there was like times that were super slow because they were building it.
Yeah.
As they built it, we were getting shipped.
Yeah.
So we caught up to them, and I was like, dude, I'm just go to sleep for my lunch or break, whatever it was.
Yeah.
And I found a spot, because you know the warehouses have the big old like air movers,
Yeah.
and so there's always like that one spot where it just blows air.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I found a spot where it blew air, and that was like within pallets.
Ooh.
And then there was cardboard, like a cardboard pallet,
Oh,
Cardboard.
cardboard pallet,
Cardboard.
and I was like, oh, baby.
damn.
And I fell asleep, and some homie knew where I would sleep. Like he's like, oh yeah, I knew you were there. He's the one that woke me up. He's like, hey Roberto, están buscando. I'm like, fuck.
You're like 21, 22, 23, 24.
No,
Doing inventory.
No,
Yeah.
like at that point, I'm like, yeah, I just fell asleep. I can't really say much. I'd be like, oh, I was in the bathroom. Like, what were we doing in the bathroom? 2 hours.
Damn.
Yeah.
No, for
No,
2
it's-
hours?
Yeah, 2 hours.
Good shit, my guy.
Yeah, well, I think we all had those moments. Switching over to something completely different. I feel like I've had a lot of. Let me rephrase that. I feel like there's been situations where I wish I could bring up on the podcast, but because I feel like people would not agree with me, or maybe it would create like some ruckus, or.
Bro,
Been there, done that.
been there, done that.
But I feel like a lot of times it's not what most people think. And I, of course, in the beginning, we didn't want to be, no queríamos caer mal, you know? And after the Selena incident and how people are just going to hate regardless, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Like,
Thug life.
I'm going to go ahead and just say what the fuck I think. And even if it's an unpopular opinion,
Say it with your chest.
I'm going to say it with my chest.
You wrote
Say
back?
it.
Huh?
You wrote back? Like,
No. I'm saying I want to start a segment where I just kind of say with my chest. You know
Say
what I
with
mean?
say it with your chest.
So I feel like at least once a podcast, I got a few things that I want to say that maybe most people won't agree on.
Right. A rant.
Yeah, just a little mini rant. Because I feel like I've been a little too nice. I feel like I've kind of played it easy.
You have?
We've got boundaries. We built boundaries for this shit. Dude.
But I feel like a lot of things I'm like, dude, this isn't a big deal. And I just hold myself back because I feel like people are going to talk shit.
Yeah. Selena was going to burn out. There's a reason why she went over to English music. She couldn't cut into Mexican music.
Oh.
She had heavy hitters like Los Tigres del Norte at the time.
Oh.
I'm like, come on.
Bobby Pulido.
Bobby Pulido.
Dude, have you heard Desvelado?
That it's about her.
That's about her.
And then he's like, it's not.
It's not her.
I mean,
Because it's not his song. Like, someone wrote it.
Right.
So it's
No.
like, but people blew it up,
Yeah.
as we've seen.
Yep.
Why don't they hate him?
Yeah, why don't they hate him?
So one of the things that I want to say with my chest, and I think is probably not necessarily a lot of people that follow us that know this, or that have this or do this, but it's something that kind of, I don't want to say, yeah, it kind of bugs me. It bothers me that people do this, and I know I'm gonna maybe some people that we know are gonna probably
Ruffle a few feathers?
Yeah, ruffle a few feathers.
Say it!
But I think it's important to say. And honestly, I think that people who are dog parents are just afraid to have kids.
Ooh.
So people
Are you saying it for some person in particular?
No, and that's why I said, I was like, I don't want to ruffle any feathers, but they'll find out eventually. No, and not at all is that it. But I had a situation at work, and that's where I was like, bro, what?
It's
like,
a dog.
Yeah, and you guys know me. It's like, if it's a dog, it's a dog. I don't really. Right. I don't get that, like, oh, it's fine. I've lately gotten better with dogs, right? Like, I used to be really afraid of them, but now I'm more like into them. I'm more like I'm more like playful with dogs.
Yeah.
When?
I work because
I
go to people's houses and there's dogs everywhere, so I can't just be afraid. So I go and I pet the dog, and I feel like it takes the fear away. But there was an instance where the lady had. Delivering, and the lady's dog comes out, right? It's a fucking big ass. I think it's a pit bull, but it was like one of those short ones. It was like stocky.
Bulldogs?
Yeah, it was like a bulldog, but no, but it was like a pit bull. Like, it had a big head and it was long. It wasn't a bulldog. Like, bulldogs are small, right? Like the white ones.
Small, short.
Yeah, no. This one was This was just a pit bull, but it was short. It was like a little stocky one.
Okay.
A little gray, like a silver color.
All right.
And I was like, oh, fuck. And, of course, it barked loud as fuck. And it was a female dog. So the owner comes around and goes like, oh, it doesn't bite. And I hate when people do that.
Yeah, bro. Oh, first of all, it doesn't bite. It doesn't bite you.
Exactly. I'm like, yeah, there you go. Yeah. But a bigger head. It was like a big white head.
Bulldog. Bulldog.
Yeah.
American Bulldog.
American Bulldog? Okay, so it was an American Bulldog. And I was like,
That had nothing to do with the Star Program.
Well, I mean, it helps people for the visual. And I'm like,
people don't watch this.
And then I'm like, yo, like, what? Okay. And I'm like walking right with the product and shit. And then as I'm walking up,
how you walking?
Yeah, and
coming through.
And then the dog's like rah, 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 right next to me, right? And then I'm like, and then I try to
act like him as he's telling the story. Act like him.
So I'm walking with the product, right? Mm-hmm. And then the dog goes rah, 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 but I still have the product in my hands. All right. And then I just walk and I put the product down. And then I see the dog next to me on my right side. Right side.
There's a camera.
No. So I look, dog's on my right side, and I get down and I'm like, and I pet the dog, right? And it gives me like a, and I'm like, oh, okay. And I flinch. So I go back to the truck. I grab the rest of the product, and then I walk in. And then the dog starts barking again, right? And then the owner just leaves me with the dog. Mm-hmm. Papa. And she just leaves me, right? Uh-huh. And then she goes like, yeah. And then she's like, but she's obviously like in another room. So I'm like, what the fuck? Okay.
Damn, are you still holding the product?
And I put the product down.
Okay.
But then I'm like, yo, like, what the fuck is going on? Like, why is this dog? And it's barking. It's barking at me the whole time. It's just like, rah, 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 rah. And then I'm just like, bro, why is this motherfucker barking at me and the lady's not doing shit, right? So then I need this lady's signature before I go. And then I'm like, ma'am, ma'am. And then the dog's barking at me, and she's like, oh, it's okay. She doesn't do anything. And she walks back in, and she grabs the dog, puts him inside the thing, right? There's like a little, like, ¿cómo se llama? Like a little bed, right?
Uh-huh.
Puts the fucking dog down, right? Like, hugs it. There's like a bunch of stuff to it, right?
You're acting Marco, not fucking, not the lady.
And then I'm just like, all right, whatever. Get the signature, and I leave, right? And then she goes, do you have any dogs? It probably smells your dog. And I was like, no, I don't have any dogs. And then I just jokingly say, no, but I have a kid. And then she's like,
but I got that dog in me.
And then no, and then she goes, oh, I hate kids. And I was like,
A skirt.
I was like, wait, what? And I was like, oh, I hate dogs. And then she looks at me weird, dude. She looks at me so weird. She looks at me like I fucking offended her. Like I just, yeah. And then she's like,
I'm a pit bull. And
then she's like, and then I was like, well, and then she just, I don't even know what she said. But she's just like, oh, children are just whatever. Like I don't want to say they were like a waste of time, but she was like, children are just too much work. Children just don't do this. I'm like, well, I understand that. Like I get that. And then she just keeps going and going. I was like, lady, I don't give a fuck on why you can't have kids.
She's probably single too, huh?
Yeah, of course she was.
Yeah, come
but
on,
then
bitch.
that's what I'm like, yeah.
Don't bring the fact that you strike out all the time.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, like I wasn't offending you. I wasn't telling you shit. But I've seen this over and over where people are like, oh yeah, I never have kids, but they have like 4 dogs. And I'm like, no, you just think it's easier to have dogs than to have kids. Right. I'm like, kids are hard. You have to raise them. They go through different phases. But there's never a comparison. Like the way the lady was telling me, like, oh yeah, like this is a lifetime companion, and it's my emotional state that it helps. I don't have to. It's an easy care. Blah blah blah. She's so independent. Blah, blah. I'm like, your dog still relies from you and will always rely from you to pick up its shit. At some point, I will potty train my kid, and I will never have to pick up its shit again.
Barras, perro.
So I'm like, if you want to talk shit, I'm like, my kid is smarter than your fucking dog.
Yeah.
And I was like,
she's got her moments.
But I was just like, lady, like, there's no way in hell that you're going to compare. And I would never do that. I would never compare a dog to a kid.
Oh,
They're
fuck
two
that,
very
man.
different things. One's a fucking pet, and one is a fucking human being.
One stays outside and one stays inside.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course the kid's going to stay outside.
Kid's outside.
Kid's outside.
Learn, play.
But I'm like, dude, there was no need for that. Like, there was no need to come at me and just be like, I was like,
I hate your kid.
Yeah, I was like, dude, what
she's
the
pretty
fuck?
much saying like, hey, I hate your kid.
Exactly. And I was like,
bar because she can't probably have kids.
and I'm like, and I get that. Like, don't put that shit on me. I don't need that energy on me. Like, I love my kid. I hate fucking dogs, so that's it. But I didn't have to tell you this. But then you came around and was like, she's like, oh, well, I hate kids. I was like,
good for you.
okay, there's no need for that. So then my rebuttal back is, well, I hate dogs. And then she's like she was like throwing back, like, why were you talking to my dog and touching my dog? I was like, I was trying to be polite. I didn't want to fucking.
I mean, if you wanted me to kick the shit out of
yeah,
his
I mean,
fucking
I don't
head,
like
could
other
do that
people's
shit.
kids, but I'm like, if the kid's trying to like do something, I'm like, hey, what's up, kid? What's up, buddy? And then
I'll
walk
suck that
over.
kid too.
Yeah.
Bitch, back up.
Back the fuck up.
Back up.
But I was just like, dude, what are the balls to compare a fucking human to a fucking animal? I was like, what the fuck? Like, and it just, I was just like, dude, fuck your dog, dude. And then I feel, obviously,
That dog's going to die in a couple years.
Yeah, sure.
I was like, I have no issues with people that are very good pet owners. They go, you know what? This is my partner, and I'm gonna take this dog with me everywhere I go, and then I'm gonna take care of it. I'm gonna buy it the best food. I'm gonna buy, because that's a good pet owner.
Right.
You know, and I used to be of the idea that dogs go outside, but now I'm like, no, like you could train a dog to take care of the inside, sleep inside, maybe on the bottom, and then on the side of the bed, maybe keep the dogs, just close to the family, just so dogs are dogs. They're gonna bark and tell you if someone's at the front door,
right?
And that's what they're for. You know
Kids
what I mean?
do that too.
And then they're good companions. They're loyal. They fucking, they're good.
Kids walk out on you.
Yeah, they grow up and
I
leave.
have a dog.
Yeah. So I'm not against dogs to like good pet owners.
Dogs.
I'm not against good pet owners.
Or you're just against that lady that.
No, I'm against people that would rather have dogs than kids, and then say the kids are better. I mean, say that dogs are better.
Mostly just against people that admit to it.
Yeah, I was just kind of bothered, and then I was like, yeah, you know what? Like, what the fuck? Like, this lady really thinks. And of course, you look at those dog owners that are like, oh, you know, my dog, and like take him everywhere, and like, and then treat it like it's a fucking child. And I'm like, that's not a child.
Yeah, we know somebody like that too.
Yeah, of course. But I'm just like,
Cool.
Come on.
but I know there's
Mom and
good.
Dad?
Yeah, but I'm good. I know there's good pet owners, and that's great. Take care of your pet, because at the end of the day, it is a fucking pet, and you want to give it its best life. But you will never ever look at a pet and look at your kid and think of him as equal. That will never happen. There is no such thing as your pet being more important. If I have to pick, if one of them is gonna get ran over and it's my dog or my kid, 1,000,000 times I will take my kid before the fucking dog. I don't care if that dog is a fucking rescue animal. Like, I don't care if it's a fucking whatever. Like, I'm gonna pick my kid 1,000 times.
Right.
So then I was like, yo, what the fuck would you? And what are you trying to convince me? I already have a kid.
You want me to get rid of my kid?
Yeah, I was like, you want me to
Yeah.
get rid of my kid and get a dog instead? I was like, what the fuck?
You're right. I'm a pack your shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm like, dude. No, like, this is so stupid. And then I don't know. I left. It was awkward when I left. I was just like, oh well, you have a good day. And then she was like, and she walked me out, and then she like closed the door all hard right behind me. It was an older lady, so I didn't think much of it. But then I was like,
Did you tell her? You would have told her, like, have you ever had kids?
no, because I don't want to say I could tell, because that's also not true. But it was very, there was a high possibility that she didn't have kids, because I don't think she would compare it.
Or maybe she had a really bad like kid, and then
Yeah,
somehow
that's the thing,
maybe
it's
that
like,
might have been.
I mean, your kid could be the worst kid in the world, but you're still going to love your kid.
There was a video that I saw of this cholito that got pulled over and was like recovered or
I
whatever.
saw that. I saw that video.
And then he talks about like went to prison, but now he's good. He's been good for years. His kids are
our
the head of
honors,
his class?
honor students.
Yeah.
Dude, we get the same videos.
And
Yeah.
then, yeah, we all do. Everybody does. I'm sure everybody's seen that. But and then he goes, "There's no such thing as bad kids.
There's always such things.
There's
as
only
parents.
bad parents."
Right.
So then, like, yeah, I mean, kids are just naturally good kids. Yeah, some kids are a little wilder, some kids are a little crazier, but at the end of the day, they mean no harm from the beginning. But all these things that are taught are because whoever they're raised by pull those things in their head. So I'm like, yeah. So I'm like, if this lady did have that bad of an experience that their kids were bad, I'm like, ugh.
Kind of, yeah, it's you, lady.
It's kind of you, lady. You're the issue. And guess what? This dog, even if you're a shitty person,
It's still going to love you.
it's still going to love you because that's the way it's programmed. These dogs are just programmed to love you
Yeah.
all the time. So then you're like, there's no comparison. There's no
Really
comparison.
isn't.
So then I don't know. I just felt like that was an appropriate first rant because I was like, I just couldn't believe this lady actually told me that I should get rid of my kid and get a fucking dog instead.
Did you think about it, though? That would be a problem if you thought about
I don't
it.
know if you guys seen the video. I'm trying to find it right now, but I can't find it. There's a kid that took one of the parents' car, barely turned 18. He took the parents' car. I don't know exactly what it was because I really couldn't hear it. But he took the parents' car, and then the parents went to go find him. They found the kid. He had friends in his car, and this kid was talking shit to his parents. He's an
Oh my God.
adult, and
Lo bajo a putazos.
dude, he thinks he fucking no. The parents was nice. They didn't hit him. They're nothing.
Oh my God.
But they just took his phone. They took his privilege to go out, and he fucking wilded out. Mexican kid. That's a fucking Edgar kid. And so this kid went wild on the kids. The kids started telling the moms like, "Shut up."
Oh.
The dad's like started telling the dads like, "Oh, like fuck you, this and that." And then I'm like, "Whoa." Yeah, I'm like, the parents are nice. They took their fucking. He just took the phone and he just took like something else. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah. Y tu PlayStation.
Yeah, or some shit like that. No me acuerdo. But he barely turned 18 and he thinks he's an adult and he's out here fucking tripping on the parents. Like
Yeah.
how you said right now, like there's only like there's no bad kids, there's bad parents. I feel like that's
Yeah.
everywhere at this point.
Yeah.
Because this kid was an asshole.
I think there is that level of communication where maybe those parents, and sometimes we like to think that, oh, the parents were good parents, but we don't know what happens behind closed doors. You know, we don't know if there's issues within the family where maybe the dad was doing stuff to the mom, or maybe they just weren't there for the kid. You know, like there's a million things that could be happening.
In that video, the kid starts saying, it's like, oh, when my dad raised his hand and wanted to hit me, and I'm like, yeah, no shit, Sherlock, you're a fucking dumbass kid.
I mean, there's so many things. There's so many things where, like, sometimes we like to say, like, we judge them for what they're doing now, but maybe what they were doing before wasn't as bad, but then it pushed them over the ledge. Like I said, there's no such thing as bad kids. Like, what he's going through, it's not coincidental. Yes, he's 18, and it's his decision. He's 100% responsible for what's happening, and if he gets locked up, and if he dies out there because of the dumb shit he's doing, that's his fault.
That's on him.
Oh yeah, of course.
And it's his responsibility. But this doesn't just happen. Like, these things have small progressions that get him there. Now, I think there's plenty of people that have similar or worse situations than him growing up and still ended up fine.
Yeah.
So it's not an excuse. But what I'm saying is there is those things that happen, whether it's abuse, or whether it's like, I don't want to even say abuse, but like there's like things like miscommunications, things like that go towards that.
There's also like mostly towards the kid is like, how far can I take it?
Yeah, there's also those things. Yeah, like I mean, I have a 9-year-old, dude. Like, there's things like the other day, she's like, Seaway, and I was like, you know that's a bad word, right? And she's like, is it? I was like, okay, look, I'm telling you right now, and this is the only time I'm going to tell you, because next time it's going to come with a consequence. You cannot say that word. Okay, yes, my bad. I'm like, she's pushing the boundary. She's a kid. She wants to see how far she can take it.
Like today?
Yeah, like today. Yeah, like today.
That was...
What you do?
I mean, she saw a couple bucks in your drawer.
What?
Yeah. And then she came out and she grabbed it and she put it on his pocket. So technically she's not stealing because it's in his pocket.
You stole from me?
Hey, motherfucker, I was framed.
Yeah.
I was framed.
I was framed.
And
No,
then
that was pretty funny though, because like she's like, "Whoop."
yeah.
My pen was in there.
Yeah. Oh, see, these are the things.
My pen was in there.
But anyways, I'm like, hey, whose is that? She's like, oh,
That's
and I was
Nino's.
like, whose is it? And she's like, because I know she doesn't have money, so why the fuck would you have money in your hand? And then she's like, oh, it's Nino's. And I'm like, why do you have it? She's like, I grabbed it from his drawer. And I was like, and I just gave her, I was like, don't you ever take money that's not yours. Do you understand? She's just like, I was like, no. I said, no, do you understand? I'm like, that's the last time I'm going to tell you this.
Yeah, she just went. She was like, okay, and she just walked away.
Yeah.
I was like,
Do you know what my mom's been teaching her the chingadera?
the what?
You know that head scratcher thing
Oh,
that
yeah?
has been going around the house? Like,
Yeah.
She's like, my parents are like, es chingadera. So I go, Emma, pásame esa chingadera. And they're like, what?
Yeah.
And then it's like, it's chingadera. And then they're like, pásame esa chingadera. It's chingadera, Emma. When you ask for it, it's chingadera.
Now I know where she's getting the bad words.
Yeah, of course.
But then she never said it. She's like, what? Some other...
Because she knows it's not right.
Yeah, she
she
knows
knows it's not right. So that's why I'm like, it's just one of those things where I'm like, this all started from the dog, and then you could tell a dog to say a million things and it won't do it. So I guess fuck you. But yeah, I just wanted to compare it, and I think
Michael's
that
rants.
people that take their dogs too serious
It's a dog, guys.
and consider it like a member of the family. Look, and I don't even mind it if like it ends up dying and you feel bad. Like, I get it. It does feel like a member of the family because it's
Just
been
burn
around.
it up and throw it in the water.
But
Whoa.
it's not a kid.
No, it's not a kid.
It is not a kid.
Can't compare it to a kid.
There's no way.
One of them, a dog actually gave you a laptop, so
I guess so, yeah.
I think twice about
Kids has never given me a fucking
Nope.
laptop.
it.
Yep.
Migraines.
Yeah.
I think we can close it out here.
Yeah. All right, guys. I think that's enough. We've talked long enough.
Shout out to Alexis. Love you.
Shout out to Monzo. He commented on the last podcast.
Shout out to you, Monzo.
You're in the running for the giveaway.
Yeah.
Remember,
$25 gift card, Visa gift card, and
a mystery gift by me.
Mystery gift. So, and then I saw someone
Starbucks.
wanted a fart in a jar by Panda. So Ramon, that's just gonna go to you regardless, bro. Send us your Addy, and we're all gonna do it together. We're all gonna fart together.
And Ramon's actually running up on the.
He's also in the
also
running.
in the
All right,
running.
so Ramon's part of the drawing.
Yeah.
And then
that should
comment
be
on that.
Luis,
video.
shout out to you, Luis.
Oh, shout out to you, Luis.
Luis,
yeah.
you're also in the
Yeah,
drawing.
Shout out Vincent. He's been watching them.
Yeah. So shout out to you guys. So comment below, let us know, and we'll put you in the drawing. Do you guys want to give away anything this time?
No, let's do this giveaway first.
Yeah, let's do this.
Yeah, let's knock this one out first, and then
Maybe
we'll do
next time it'll be a hat.
Maybe
Who knows?
Next time it'll
Guys,
be a
keep
hat.
lookout for
And
our
this is the
merch.
emoji you gotta comment if you watched it the whole way.
But they comment on the last video.
You can add it on this one too.
Oh really?
You can
Okay.
add it on this one. And please put your Instagram.
Yeah.
Put your Instagram.
Yeah. Any more shout outs?
Triple G.
Yeah. Triple G hats, Triple GM. Shout out to Gustavo. Thank you, carnal. Muchísimas gracias.
Gracias por las gorras.
Yeah, gracias, carnal. If anybody wants to give us something else, this is the first giveaway, first sponsor of the podcast.
Yeah.
Sounds good?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Remember, you are the fourth canal. Familia Favela, muchas gracias por escuchar. Peace.
Pableezy production.
Let him finish.